Good day, students. We are going to continue with the chapter Water. Earlier, we have discussed sources of water, its importance, as well as water cycle. Now, we would learn more about if there would be any change in water cycle, then what would happen. So, what if it rains heavily? Excess of rainfall may lead to many problems. Heavy rains may lead to rise in the level of water in rivers, lakes, ponds, and the water then spread to large areas which cause floods. That means stagnation of water. Heavy rain से क्या होगा? Water rivers में, lakes में, ponds में water level बढ़ जाता है. And जो आपका लैंड एरियाज है वहाँ पर भी वाटर स्टेगनेशन यानी पानी का भराव हो जाता है एंड वी कॉल इट फ्लड्स. Crop fields, forests, villages and cities may get submerged by water. And because of that, crop fields. आप देखते हैं अभी कुछ हाल ही में बाढ़ आई थी बिहार में, उत्तर प्रदेश में, वेस्ट बंगाल में, because of which many animals, crop fields have been destroyed. So floods leads to various harms to the crop fields, forests, villages as well as to us. And it causes extensive damage to domestic animals and human life as well. During floods, the animals living in the water also get carried away with the waters. That means it's not just the land animals, but aquatic animals also get harmed because of floods, as they often get trapped on land areas and die when flood water recedes. अब देखेंगे अब aquatic animals land पर आ गए. अब जैसे ही पानी कम होगा कुछ दिनों बाद, that aquatic animals would die because of scarcity of water. And rains also affect the animals which live in the soil. You must have seen earthworm these days. During rainy season, they come out from the soil. And they would die if they come on the land as cars or vehicles. Even us, we keep our feet on them and they would die. So there are so many animals which could had harmed because of the heavy rains. Now, what would happen if it doesn't rain for a long period? And this condition is known as drought. If it doesn't rain in a region for a year or once, the soil continues to lose water by evaporation and transpiration. Since it is not being brought back by the rain, the soil becomes dry, and the level of water in ponds and wells of the region goes down, and some of them may even dry up. That means there is loss of water from each and every instant. Water bodies, even groundwater, also get down. And this leads to scarcity of water, which again leads to harm to crop fields, forests, animals, as well as human beings. And it also becomes difficult to get food and fodder in this kind of condition. This is what an area which would be there if there is no rain for longer period of time. This is the region of drought. Look at the barren land. Because of drought, अब यहाँ पर बारिश नहीं हुई है, then what would happen? There will be no crop. There will even not a single plant would grow here. Now, what should we do to prevent drought or floods? That is what? Conservation of water as well as tree plantation. So first of all, let's discuss conservation of water. There are a number of reasons for what we should do water conservation. And here are some of them. Mostly all water in oceans is present in saline form, which cannot be used directly. As we have discussed earlier also that there is too much water on earth, but water available to use, water which can be used by living organisms is very less. Therefore, we need to conserve water. While the total water on earth does not change, but the water available for us get diminished day by day. As well as groundwater also going below drastically day by day. Because we are using groundwater in every instant, like we are using groundwater for crop fields, for industries, as well as for our domestic purposes. So groundwater भी हमारा धीरे धीरे कम होता जा रहा है. Again, we need to conserve water to prevent it. Like we have discussed earlier also, water is required in industries and for the production of food. So water is required for every single activity. But we what we need to do is to conserve water, to keep water for ourselves and for the future generations. These are the some tips on water conservation, like use a water efficient flush toilet, convert to water energy saving faucets, turn off the taps, repair leaky taps. We can water plants during the coolest part of day. We can use energy efficient washing machine. We can take quick shower, or we can use bucket for taking bath, or we can mop the floor instead of washing. So there are so many ways by which we can conserve water. Now these are the factors which actually leads to shortage of water. As we have discussed, the total amount of water on earth remains constant. वाटर उतना ही है, चाहे आप उसे यूज़ कर लीजिए, वो आपके ग्लेशियर्स में है, ओशंस में है, the total amount remains constant, but available water, the water which can be used, is decreasing day by day because we are wasting water. That water is going to the drainage, which we can't use. As well as rising population. We all know that population is increasing day by day. It's almost about 135 crores population at present of India. That means it's a very huge population, and each and every individual requires water. So amount of water is per person is decreasing day by day, as well as increasing industry, as well as the demand for the products of the industries. So again, shortage of water is there because of increasing population, because of industries, as well as because of overusage. So these are the main factors which actually leads to shortage of water. And we should take in concern and try to prevent water loss. So the only way out is to conserve water so that we can have water for us as well as for the future generations. Thank you.